Well, I just talked with Taliban spokesperson and acting Minister of Culture and Information, Zabihullah Mujahid. He told me that Panjshir is fully under control of the Taliban. According to Zabihullah Mujahid, Sunday evening, the clearance of operation in Panjshir started, and all the members were fled somewhere which is unclear. And according to Zabihullah Mujahid, they're in search of those individuals who have fled. Whether he didn't name Ahmad Masood or Amrullah Saleh or whomever, but he said he was appointing to these individuals and the leaders of the resistant front. Taliban spokesperson Zabihullah Mujahid also told me that they are now controlling all the Panjshir. Afghanistan is now united and the Taliban have control all over the country, and they are now seeking to finally clear all the Panjshir province. He also said that the clearance operation have been started, and the Taliban, or according to Mujahideen, or in Panjshir Valley everywhere. So the governor office, airport, and other major areas of the capital Panjshir province, is now fully under control of the Taliban, and that's what Zabihullah Mujahid is confirming. We have not yet received any reaction or the stance from the resistant force, but according to the locals, they have also confirmed to me that Panjshir have been not witnessing for hours the clashes and fighting. So the province is now fully under control of the Taliban.
Zmaryalai, you just mentioned that the Taliban spokesperson told you that Afghanistan is now united. This is one of the biggest messages in these recent 3 weeks. Now, the big question now is when the inclusive government will be announced.
Well, the Panjshir was one of those issues that the Taliban were awaited. They had 1 week continuous offensives with the resistant force, and at the moment that we are receiving the seizure of Panjshir by the Taliban, so one part of the inclusive government and its formation is already over. But this is not the only part, as I've been continuously saying that there are other issues related to the formation of the new government in Afghanistan. According to the Taliban, they are in consultation with the internal factors. The intra-Taliban meetings continue, and the consultation is far abroad, all around the country, in Kandahar, in Kabul, and several areas, also in east and west of the country. When now the Panjshir is solved, they will be doing this in a fast mode, and there is much less remain to finally form the government in Afghanistan. The international community is demanding for the inclusive government, and they have already put 5 major preconditions for the Taliban, and Taliban are now challenged to finally do it. First of all, they should cut ties with the terrorist and extremist groups. Secondly, they will respect the human and women rights. And there are other 3 pillars of the preconditions that the international society is putting. Taliban political office leader Mullah Abdul Ghani brother already confirmed that they will form an inclusive government, and all the preconditions by international society will be fulfilled, and they will go on, and this would be a different Afghanistan, a united one, and they are still working to win the hearts of the people. Pan.
And Zmaryalai, now let's listen together to this exclusive audio clip of CGTN. It's from the Taliban spokesperson. In this audio clip, he confirmed the group has now won the conflict in Panjshir. Take a listen.
With the blessings of Almighty Allah, the Islamic Emirate forces were able to fully clear Panjshir out of the enemy's presence last evening, and government office, airport, and clearance operation conducted all over. The enemy was beaten hardly, and their remaining members fled the area, and we are searching them. Panjshir is now fully under control of the Mujahideen. The war is over, and the country is united.
Zmaryalai, having heard to that, can we say now that so-called National Resistance Front of Afghanistan is now history? Is there any other kind of resistance alliances or whatever that form will be in Afghanistan right now?
Well, Pan, as you heard the voice of Taliban spokesperson and Minister of Information Zabihullah Mujahid, he was talking about all these issues. Yeah, Taliban face a lot of challenges. The ISKP in Afghanistan is not fully vanished, and they are operating. We can't forget the last event during this month, the biggest suicide attack in Kabul airport, which killed at least 175 people and injured more than 215 others. So this is a remaining challenge to the Taliban. Secondly, the Northern Alliance or the resistant parts, for example, as I've been talking with Zabihullah Mujahid, now it's uncertain where Ahmad Massoud is, where Amrullah Saleh is, where all the members of the resistance force are. Some sources close to Taliban said they didn't want to kill them, and they wanted Panjshir to be evacuated from the resistance, and they will govern, and that's what Taliban is seeking. So pointing to the main strategy of the Taliban political leadership, they are seeking a centralized government in Afghanistan, and that system was opposed by the resistance and will be opposed. There were some other members of the resistance force, like former Defense Minister Bismillah Mohammadi. He tweeted just earlier that there is an option of divide of Afghanistan. So this is very dangerous part. But the Taliban claim they are able to control the country, and they will never let anybody to make any disturbance and any kind of military efforts. And it's up now to the Taliban. While on the other hand, Northern Alliance, other leaders like Marshal Dostum, Ata Muhammad Noor, Yunus Qanuni, and a lot of them, some of them in Pakistan, some of them in Uzbekistan, in Tajikistan. So they will be trying to resist. They will be trying to finally make another assault for the Taliban. And there are countries, there's no doubt, that are involved in Afghanistan scenario of war and peace, and that's no doubt, it's a concern for Afghanistan, for the Taliban. It's a challenging issue whether they say they will control the area. Dan?